Your nervous system is stuck in chronic freeze because you have a harsh inner critic that is telling you all the time how you're not good enough. That is fueled by internalized shame, and that loop keeps you locked into dysregulation. The origin of this whole pattern is childhood experiences, experiences in relationships. So, this is very tied to developmental trauma. That is experiences that you had with people who were not safe when you were young. Maybe they criticized you a lot. Maybe they neglected you. Maybe they even abused you. This created a lot of internalized shame and a sense that there's something wrong with me. Because as a child, we always blame ourselves. We don't blame our parents for the way they treat us. We blame ourselves and think that it's our fault that we're being treated this way. This creates and sets up the shame wound. Once that shame wound has been internalized to the point where it's become our identity, it starts forming core beliefs like there's something wrong with me, I'm not good enough. And that then fuels the inner critic, which is this constant inner dialogue telling me I'm not good enough. Now, the critic is really there as a protector. That's the point of it. Part of us that shames us is trying to keep us small because it thinks if it keeps us small, it keeps us out of harm's way. But the problem is it just reinforces the shame wound and keeps us stuck in that loop. So, for example, if you want to speak up in a social situation or in a meeting, your inner critic will kick in straight away and tell you to be quiet. Nobody wants to hear you. You're going to say something stupid. That shame that you will then feel as a result of listening to that within yourself keeps you small and keeps you quiet. You actually do hide away because you want to hide away when you're feeling shame. So the inner critic has then done its job of keeping you safe. It's not really kept you safe, but what it's done is kept you quiet. And the inner critic equates safety with being quiet and being not a target. This is why freeze mode can't be healed on a mental level, on a psychological level. You can't understand your way out of freeze mode. You can only emotionally connect to the part of you that feels the shame, your inner child, and learn to relate to that part of yourself in a different way. That means we remove the authority of the inner critic to be the one who's in charge of how you live and run your life. I'm going to talk about this more in my live Reparenting the Inner Child. It's on Wednesday, 7 p.m. GMT. Come along and learn more about this.